We are just a couple of miles from the Capitol building at beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. Tonight, the second of four between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Steven Strasburg will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, he did a job in his last start. He threw 7 complete innings, but still didn't get a decision. We'll see if he can get the W this time around.
Number 17 strides forward, and we are set for baseball here
leading off tonight for Atlanta, left fielder, number 17.
And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Rendon, barehanded. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to start the bunt attempt. It doesn't look like the manager
number 9
with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call. And looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times, probably.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final
Ladies
decision.
and gentlemen, the Braves have elected to challenge the previous play.
Look at it here. Now the question is, if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe, and wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base.
Upon video review,
the right to challenge
the
further
call
plays
of out
going
at first
forward.
base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Into the box, number 9. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The runner at first with no outs here. Now a Late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Eric, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
In terms of the home front, they've won 2 and lost.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Number 9 has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
In now, Danny Swanson. And Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
That first pitch change can be a tough one. A guy doesn't have any point of reference to work from, and he just can't help himself up there.
To short. Reined in. And the throw to first just about takes him out as it skips up and over him. And now, in fact, they'll tag him out at second base, trying to advance on the bad throw. What a break there. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta.
The first baseman, number 22.
Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Strasburg comes set. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Now you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. Once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Worth. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Matt Kemp will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you really expect to see the best.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Braves 2 and the Nationals nothing. Tyrell Jenkins, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, he went deep into his last start. Threw into the 8th inning, but didn't get a decision. They look to do much of the same here in this one.
Michael Taylor comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for Washington, center fielder, Michael Taylor.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, it's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
And it was a great start to the road trip. They were able to pull out a 1-run victory, so hopefully that'll give them a little momentum, because we've got some very difficult games coming up in this stretch.
And that is by him on into center field, so good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Yeah, he hit a
Batting
good
second,
pitch there.
the shortstop, Trey Turner.
He stays with it all the way, uses the big part of the field, and gets himself a base hit.
Standing in now, Trey Turner. Hit hard up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Step on the bag for one. On to first, a double play. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Oh, you got to chip away. You're down by 2 after the top of the first, and that doesn't guarantee they're not going to score more runs as this game goes along. But find a way to get yourself back in this game.
Bryce Harper will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
0-1. And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's with a book on him. If he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder has the beat on it, and that ends the inning. Nationals go quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ender Inciarte will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign.
Ender Inciarte.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Inciarte now for second. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Batting 7.
More trouble here to start this inning, too.
Flowers.
They've had this guy's number so far, and now here's a leadoff double on the very first pitch. Right back into the stretch with the runner in scoring position.
Into the box now, Tyler Flowers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. A runner at second, nobody out. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Boy, not very decisive there. Hey, it's early, but this is a big spot.
Yeah, and you need to be able to commit to what you're doing because you're not going to do anything for a swing like that.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Batting 8.
And with a quick breather,
the right fielder,
let's
number
take a look
8.
at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, we talk about the top catchers in the game. We talk about Molina, Posey, but Wilson Ramos, he does a lot of things really well. Very quick feet behind that plate, allows for him to get into a good throwing position, kind of stymie that running game. We'll see how he does in this one.
Now a pickoff play at second. Don't want to forget about it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Batting 9th.
And already we've
Catcher.
seen some hard-hit balls
Tyrell
in the first 2 innings.
Jenkins.
This is not one of those high fly ball where no one can reach it kind of double. This thing is a rocket shot, and it's going to wind up driving in another run.
Stepping in now, Tyrell Jenkins, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 17.
Number 17 stands in. swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves pick up a run on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. Daniel Murphy will stand in.
Leading off for the Nationals.
Dreadful start at the plate.
Second baseman.
Not hit the ball well.
Daniel Murphy.
In there for strike one, 0-1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Grounded to the right. Scooped up. A quick out number one.
Batting
we have
fifth.
a chance.
Catcher.
Let's check out the top of the scorecard and see
Wilson
how the Braves conduct
Ramos.
themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, if you can say there's a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hard liner toward short. And called out a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
Batting sixth. First baseman. Ryan Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Change up low, 2-0.
Two very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And a swing and a miss by Zimmerman as he sat down on strikes here. There are 2 away.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember,
Batting
he
seven.
had the hat trick
Left
in
fielder.
game 1 yesterday.
Jason
and he's got
Worth.
another strikeout here. But sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Here's Jason Worth. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Ready with the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
So 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nationals lead one. They trail in this one 3-0. Number 9 steps into the box.
Leading off for the Braves, second baseman, number 9.
Strasburg looks in. Here's the first pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Yeah, and he had his first major
The batter,
league
number
earlier
7,
in the game.
shortstop,
A two-hit game to start
Danny
things out. Attaboy.
Swanson.
Digging in to try it again, Danny Swanson.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
High in the air out to center field. Taylor
Shading to his right. Makes the play, one away.
Nick Markakis
Now batting,
Digs in here, having
first
earned an
baseman,
RBI on a sac
Nick
fly in his first
Markakis.
plate appearance.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Yeah, and that's
Now
not
batting,
always an easy
third
play for a
baseman,
pitcher, especially
Matt
when he has to
Kemp.
barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
So here's Matt Kemp now. Rips this one to first. And this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Oh, and I think if you ask that man right
Center
there,
fielder,
he's gonna
number
say
11.
that's a ball that he should have caught.
Enter
You can see the
Inciarte.
reaction after this thing gets by him, and he knows he just cost his team a run.
Here's Ender Inciarte. And Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike one. Very difficult to get on top of the pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Liner towards second. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate one. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Anthony Rendon will get his first
Leading
shot
off
here.
for
Couple
Washington.
of hits in 4 trips
Third
last
baseman,
night.
Anthony
What
Rendon.
have you seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball. I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Batting
He
ninth,
hasn't missed a beat since
pitcher,
the start. Remember, he had 9
Steven
strikeouts in that
Strasburg.
one. Well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Steven Strasburg comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll come back with 1 in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with
center
back-to-back
fielder
strikeouts. And now he
Michael
started this inning with 2 more.
Taylor.
So he's really got it working out there now.
Into the box now, Michael Taylor. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this. Tyler Flowers is ready here as we
leading off for Atlanta.
Of the fourth.
Catcher
Guys, they jumped out
Tyler
to that big
Flowers
lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Right through it here. He's behind 0-1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
Now batting, right fielder, Jace Peterson.
Jace Peterson stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And good idea to hold off on that swing. It's 1-1.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
On a hole now, he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
That is not good.
Ground ball right side. Gloved by Murphy. Flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 61. Tyrell Jenkins
stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Turner right there. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Well, these guys have
the batter,
got off to a good
number
start.
17.
It's no surprise that their defense has been a big factor. Why? Going to need to figure this out soon because this is another play that needs to be made.
Number 17 steps in now. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to short. Turner fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt them after all as the inning is over. Braves strand 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Trey Turner will start things off here for Washington with Bryce
leading off for the Nationals here in the fourth.
Well,
The shortstop.
on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I want to be making a living up there too much.
Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, this is a stroll
Right
he's
fielder
taken
number
5
34.
times in this series.
Bryce
That
Harper.
slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Harper is retired, 2 down
Now batting.
Yeah, a nice
Second
job
baseman,
Daniel
Daniel
wants it low, so he's
Murphy.
got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Daniel Murphy will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope,
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
The catcher, number 40.
Here in April.
Wilson Ramos.
A sharp single there.
Wilson Ramos is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
Well, now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Shot foul over towards the dugout. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One left for Washington. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Number 9 We'll dig in here. 2 for 2
Leading
with a
out for
double
the
thus
Braves,
far. Some action
second
out in the
baseman,
bullpen. Couple of right-handers
number
starting
9.
to loosen up. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Taylor on the move, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Now batting, shortstop, Danny Swanson.
In now, Danny Swanson has his swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Harper has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now.
The first baseman,
away in the
number
inning.
22, Nick Markakis.
Strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Yeah, but this time, if he can just put the ball on the ground again, he's going to have a good chance at an RBI because right now the infield's playing back.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. But meanwhile, the run is in to score.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Kemp.
So he had one job here. Get the ball on the ground or get something up in the air to the outfield. And he comes through here to drive in the run.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Matt Kemp swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
And with 2 outs here and nobody on, if he gets a fastball like that one, he won't be afraid about airing one out here. This is a swing for the fences type situation.
On the ground up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than 2-hit ball game. He's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Ender Inciarte steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Chopped foul right at home plate at strike 1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Atlanta leads it 5-0. Ryan Zimmerman stand in to start things out here in the home half of the
Leading
5th.
out for Washington,
Sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame.
Ryan Zimmerman.
They pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. Tap foul at home plate. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts,
Now batting,
but he still
left
hasn't
fielder,
walked the batter to this point.
Jason
His
Worth.
control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's Jason Worth. As he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. Inciarte is there, 2 gone.
the third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rendon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball called strike. 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2.
Nope,
misses. Ball 2.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Washington, number 64, Blake Treinen.
Tyler Flowers will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Line towards center field, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
These guys have been
now batting,
here
right fielder, Jace Peterson.
You might want to take a pitch to start in that bat, and sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Standing in now, Jace Peterson. Turned down on the line, and this deflects right off him. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first down of the inning.
The pitcher, number 61, Tyrell Jenkins. Your attention, please.
We'll get a chance.
Pitch hitting for Atlanta, number 18, Tyler Moore.
Swing and a high pop-up. Zimmerman is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting,
number 17.
Number 17.
Hit hard to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Braves retired on just 4 pitches as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead.
Your attention, please.
He's going to come off the bench
for the Nationals.
Be asked to lead off
number
the bottom
25,
of inning number 6.
Clint Robinson. Now pitching for Atlanta, number 39, Jose Ramirez.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Swanson gloves it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Taylor.
Michael Taylor digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Runs up and gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
When a guy
Trey Turner.
You got to look for ways to try and get on the board. So he sees an opportunity here, and he's going to wind up beating this one out.
Trey Turner stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
I got one ball, one strike.
Fastball that crowds in the bin, and it's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Another one sent foul. Good swing on the tough pitch, and we'll stick around to see another one. Ready on 1-2. And fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated
Right fielder, number 34.
Nothing much to it.
Bryce
This is just
Harper.
a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nationals leave 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Back here at Nationals Park, 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point.
Your attention, please.
Is into the
Now
ball
pitching
game
for
now as he'll make
Washington,
his 5th appearance
number
of the season.
46, Oliver Perez.
Number 9 digs into the right-handed batter's box for this
Leading off for the
matchup
Braves,
against a left-handed
second
pitcher.
baseman, number 9.
Grounded to short. Turner takes it in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Hold
The
on
batter,
here now.
number
He
7.
jumped out of that dugout in a
Shortstop,
hurry. We might ask
Danny
for that out to
Swanson.
be reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I'm sure he's going to wait for word from the guys in the dugout. And as we see it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he indeed was out.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. Into the box, Danny Swanson, as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
You talk about
Now
getting a
batting,
bat head out front.
first baseman,
This is rifled up
Nick
the middle.
Markakis.
Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis. He'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Step on the bag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased.
Leading off for Washington,
Murphy will dig
second
in.
baseman,
1 for 2. He grounded
Daniel
out the first time and
Murphy.
followed up with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Right there for strike one.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think you'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Right there at the belt. 1 and 2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him.
Now
for the
batting.
first down.
catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-1, here it comes. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike two. One out, nobody on. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Well, if you're just tuning into this game and you're wondering what's going on
Now
so
batting,
far, well, here's the
first
last
baseman,
4 guys that have come to the plate.
Ryan Zimmerman.
And he set down all 4 of those guys, all via the strikeout.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time to try to press something inside.
2 out, nobody on. Two-one pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Matt Kemp comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the inning.
Leading off for the Braves,
You know, he's been on base
third
twice
baseman,
in this one already, so
Matt
let's see if he can do it
Kemp.
again.
This is in the air at the straightaway center. Taylor on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first down.
Center fielder, number 11.
Ender Inciarte.
Ender Inciarte.
A ground out victim as last time. From the stretch. Out in front of it, strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sliced hard on the ground. Murphy has it on the first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Tyler Flowers will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it. And that's the third out. Braves retired on just 4 pitches, so they hold a 5-0 lead. Jason Worth will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher
Leading
still
up for
out
Washington.
There. He's earned himself
Left
another
fielder,
inning.
Jason Worth.
But he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Your attention, please.
Is out from
Now
the
pitching
bullpen
for
now, so he'll be
Atlanta,
making his first
number
appearance
46,
this young season.
Ian Cron.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, you're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runs.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Settling in now, Anthony Rendon. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
This bullpen's picking right up where
The pitcher, number 46,
This has been a real
Oliver
team effort.
Perez. Your
Danny
attention,
Espinosa
please.
is going to get a
Pinch
chance
hitting
to
for the
swing
pitcher,
bat here,
Perez.
as that's going to be all
Number
for
8,
Perez in this one.
Danny Espinosa.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. One and 2, here it comes. Left side. Kemp is up with it. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. The obligatory look at the Capitol building here in Washington, D.C. Set to go for the 9th inning here.
Your attention, please.
Jonathan
Now pitching for the
Papelbon
Nationals,
come on now to start
number
the 9th
58,
inning as he looks to keep this
Jonathan
deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Jace Peterson gets another crack.
Leading off for Atlanta,
He's got a hit in
the right
3
fielder,
tries
number
to this
8,
point.
Jace Peterson.
Drilled to first. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
The pitcher, number 46, Ian Cron. Your attention, please.
Move into the
Pinch hitting
on-deck
for the
circle now to
Braves.
try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bonds ready.
Here it is on 1-0.
Line hard toward right center. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second of the inning.
Number 17.
Reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoke. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
In now, number 17. Hit hard towards center. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Now batting, number 9.
Right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. 2 out with a man at first. Hits this one hard the other way. Murphy's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Braves 5 and the Nationals 0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Atlanta, number 38.
Try to close it out nonetheless. Michael Taylor will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to
A defensive change for the Braves.
being shut out.
Now catching, number 45.
Hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
A defensive change for the Braves.
Also into the ball
Now
game.
playing
Still
left
assumed
field,
duties in left field.
number 1, Chase Darno. Your attention, please. A defensive change for the Braves. Now playing third base, number 13, Adonis Garcia.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. That's the deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, you're always gunning for a
The
strike.
batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
It's just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Standing in now, Trey Turner. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1 and 2 now. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Right fielder number 34,
Every time we check
Bryce
show motion,
Harper.
it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. It looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make him sweat a little.
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, another great victory for these guys on the road. They've come in and taken the first 2 ball games here, so they're guaranteed of no less than a split in this 4-game series.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Braves are winners here, 5-0. Good night from D.C.
The final line score for our ball game.